Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for Blitz to the channel. We have another episode for you today of the Everyman games. And in this series we show the regular players. They may or not be unicums, according to their statistics. But in this series you will not face stellar gameplay. We have Ivory Titan 2, as you can see, from the Myth clan, who has found out that he can zoom in and zoom out with his VK100-01P, and he is going forward on the Hellas map, and he's showing us that with this tank, with this big turret, the nice grills on the engine deck and the slope front plate, that you can turn right. Yes, that's right, he's turning right, and that you can then try to shoot an enemy, but you don't have a line of sight, so you drive forward and then you turn left. Just very carefully to not hit that pillar, following in the tracks of the goose tank, of the Exp. And then carefully positioning your turret so you will bounce a shot. Here it is, he's spotted, and yes, there's the bounce. And then you set your sights on this Yak Panther 2 and you shoot him, and it gets set on fire, and then you drop down, and you don't lose any health. That's really good. That surges the Yak Panther 2 on the red team to drop off as well, because he's all this heavy tank going off the cliff, and you're thinking he didn't lose any health, but you can see the Yak Panther 2 did, so that's one tank down on the red team already. And that's actually a good thing, because, I mean, no tanks killed, score still 0-0, while Ivory Titan is showing off his nice curves at the back, and he is, because he's bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. I mean, he's bouncing a lot in this game. He's only bounced 400 damage, but the bouncing he's doing here is just immaculate. It's brilliant. He's showing off his curves again at the back, and then he's looking at the sky, and then he's going to show off the grills at the back and the little exhaust just sticking out. There it is. Hello. You see there's a little exhaust sticking out, and he's asking for help. Not just by spamming the SOS button. If you would spam that SOS button, that would mean that your teammates know you're there, because they get pinged on the map as well. And Ivory is spotted. They see a ping on the map. SOS, SOS, help, help. And Ivory is typing in chat, help me. And now he's pinging, as you can see. He's doing all fine. This is looking good. He hasn't lost any health yet. His team is winning. Just 3 red tanks remaining. It's 6 versus 3. This should be alright. Help me, damn it! And then the light tank turbo boost says, okay, I'll bump into a rock and then I will just help you. I'll try to shoot you. Look at this careful bouncing with the tracks. Just brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. And then the LTTB drops off, loses a lot of health. He gets shot, or no, he's missed. And then Ivory is bouncing yet another shot. Just great gameplay. Brilliant. I mean, he didn't. Yeah, he lost a little bit of health from that ram from the LTTP, but other than that, just immaculate protection of the ruined area of Hellas. I've never seen such a good defensive position taken up by a VK100-01P. Just brilliant stuff. Brilliant, really. He's not anymore in the myth. He's now a legend, the legendary defender of Hellas, not losing any health apart from that light tank turbo boost bumping into him for a little bit. Right. Then we have trains rule while I sip my coffee. Gotta have some coffee while you're doing commenting on YouTube videos. And Trains Rule finds himself on Faust with the FV3001. And what he probably decided to do, or what he's going to show us here is how to maximize the map, how to maximize the pixels available on the map so that you can really test your tank in driving. You see that? It wasn't really necessary to drive all the way back like he did, but he decided to do this, and then he's going to drive back again, and he's going to drive forward, and he's going to drive back, and then going to go forward again, and just use this little bit of snow, as you can see, just carefully driving around, and it's 1 minute into the game, and he hasn't got the gun depression to shoot the tank, but that's alright. He's driving around again, he's trying to make up his mind what to do now. Alright, just go over here. There's another tank available. He can't shoot the tank, which is a bit annoying, and Ettoro Esperi Pallavore in the T-54 is asking for a little bit of help, and Trains Rule is happy to provide that help. He's going to try to shoot this guy, and he misses. That is a bit unfortunate. I mean, don't just take it easy. Just let the Jagdtiger turn around and then bounce on the top. Lovely stuff. But as said, he's here to show us how to maximize the pixels on the map so that you can drive around and then drop off and not lose any HP or kill your tracks or whatever. And you can see with all this driving around, he's really confusing the enemy. I mean, he confuses the enemy that much that this T-54 didn't even try to shoot him, and he bounces the Jagdtiger. This is just brilliant stuff, but it is, he just hesitates a little bit. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have hesitated, buddy. You should have just gone there. The Jagdtiger was looking at you, and he was thinking, what's he doing? What? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's this guy in the FV301 doing? Is he gonna come around? Is he? What is his plan? Well, he's got a plan. He's going to kill the IS-3, that's for sure. 300 damage. As you can see, 460 blocked. He is spotted. Can he shoot the lever? Yes, we can. Lovely shot. And then Trains Rule is going to look around, and he's going into the bush over here and going to drive around a little bit more and then drive backwards again and forwards. Just those are those little, movements that the enemy doesn't expect. Go forward, go back, go forward, go back, go forward, go back. Just stuff like that. And because he did that, he then made the other guy think, basically, that he was going to go forward, but he didn't do that. He went back, and then he bumps into the lever, and this guy is not looking at him. Oh, careful, mate, careful, careful. Yes, go around. That is a Tiger 2, but you should be fine. You can shoot him in the side. Lovely stuff. Watch out. There's a big rock there. There's a rock. There's a rock. There's a Tiger 2. Yes, shoot him again. Cool stuff. And then he's going to run around again and going to bump into this. No, he's carefully negating the terrain. As you can see, it's 2 versus 2, and he's dealt 843 damage. And the Tiger 2 is of course still alive, but that does not deter or scare Trains Rule, because he's happy to provide his hit points to the enemy tanks. And this careful driving forward and backwards, you just saw that shot miss, didn't you? You just saw the shot miss. And if he had been sitting still, then the shot probably would have hit. And Trains Rule is going to show us now how to use the maximum pixels of the map. Because he's not driving forwards and back and forwards and back and forwards and back and forwards and back. That's not going to do that, but he's going to circumnavigate the map. I mean, all 3 red tanks are spotted, so why would you not go all the way around the map and then to find the enemy unavailable to shoot? And by the time he can shoot that guy, can he? No, he misses that shot as well. That is just a little bit annoying. Don't you just hate it when you've circumnavigated the entire map and when you've just dropped down, the Borsig then drives into your former field of fire? That's just so annoying. All this going forwards and back might just... Yes, this is a good one. Shoot that guy. Here we go. This is great gameplay, mate. Yeah, go forwards now. Go forwards. Go forwards. Go forwards. Go forwards. Yes, shoot him again. You could. No, don't go forwards and backwards. Don't go forwards and backwards, because that might... Okay, yes. Yeah. The Jagdtiger, he was preoccupied with that heavy tank. Forwards and backwards is good. And he's again using the maximum pixels, as you can see, of the map. Not just raising the gun in the air, just keeps sort of driving around. 1567 damage and nearly 3 kilometers distance traveled. Yes! Maximum use of the pixels of the map. Great stuff. And now to this one. We're gonna look at Andre here. Andre Agassi and Jai from the ETDBHB clan. And Andrew finds himself with his platoon mate Michael in the Thunder. We've got Mike and Andre. And he finds himself on Wintermelon. Of course you can see in the SU-100Y a really big Russian tank. Heavy tank destroyer as well, which has a big gun, and the big gun allows you to hit enemies if you fire the gun. That is, it also allows you to spot through little gaps in the terrain, which is good. It allows you to basically go into a position, and then you have to turn your entire tank. And you can see that Andre is going to show us just that. He's going to show us how to aim, because you can, of course, aim. You can stop the tank and then turn around. And by the time you have completely fully aimed your gun, the enemy is not available, and then you can miss. I mean, it's a big gun. It's a Russian tank. What did you expect? The gun handling on this tank is not brilliant at all. And as you can see, his teammates are sort of dying. There's an AFK by the looks of it, AFK medium tank there. And you can see that this shot, I mean, it was just auto-lock, but it didn't go in. Oh, that guy is not AFK, he was just sitting behind a rock. He's trying to shoot the easy 8 by the looks of it. And with the back of the tank, Andre bounces a 160 Alpha shot. And then we have this guy. It wasn't a medium. It was an ARL. Just again auto lock, and here we go. Shoot him right. No aiming needed. 186 damage taken. 4-7 dealt. 160 blocked. Thank you very much. You will probably not be able to bounce another shot, but with a nice AP round, you can just cut clean through the side of through that side cheek thingy of the ARL 44, and that means that. Andre is on 807 damage. And can he then? No, he cannot shoot that guy. It's 3 versus 2. It's 4. I was going to say it's 4 versus 2. He misses another shot. It's 4 versus 3. This is not looking good. It's 4 versus 4. 3 tanks left. 3 tanks of the enemy. Can he just about feather that shot in? No, of course not, because the Hellcat is driving forward. Then you just wait, and then you fire and you hit him. And then we have this guy, the M4E3 Easy 8, who has a turret, obviously, and a gun, and he can bounce on the front of a Russian tank destroyer. But Mr. Andre he's on low health. He's on low health. He's gonna go forward and then turn. Not forwards, backwards, just forward and turn. Backwards and turn. Forwards and turn. Here we go, auto lock, thank you, bounce another shot, and he killed the Easy 8. Kill the tank, turn, go forwards. As you can see, he's looking at the tank, but where the hell did they penetrate me? Well, that's fairly easy to see now, as you can see. I mean, the box tank, the SU-100Y, has some form of armor, but not much. At least, I mean, you can penetrate the sides in the engine deck, and you have some space armor on the gun method, but you have to be very careful with this tank, because it's big, you have appalling camo rating, you do have a camouflage net fitted, but if you're spotted, then you have to run, because the enemy will start firing on you. But in this instance it does not, because there's a Wi-Fi T-34 left against a SU-100Y. So it's one Y versus the other Y. It's Wi-Fi versus SU-100Y. And the question is, who's going to emerge victorious? Is it going to be the Wi-Fi? No, it's not, because he catches a shot on the tracks. That's one shot, but that tank has a turret. That is yet another shot. Yes. Oh, that's another shot bounce. Lovely stuff. And then the Wi-Fi is going to make a great move, but just nudge him. Yeah, and this is just an everyman game. Just a lucky game with just a tiny touch, just a smithering of Russian bias in it, for variety and good measure. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Blitz Universe, for watching. I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers and a happy tanking.